Everybody has. My inbox was deluged yesterday.
Oh no.
Jesus.
That was almost it.
Laptop's like
Somebody
an
put a
old
ringer
dog.
to grab your lunch.
Oh.
That shit just fucking...
It's still working.
Holy shit.
Still
Trap door.
It's still good. You want us to hold it as you walk?
You need duct tape.
Electrical tape. Duct tape, right?
I just snapped that. I got a new computer in there, but I gotta figure out what I'm doing.
Dude, what are you doing? We do Stool Scenes like right now.
Oof. All right, sorry. I just got to buy more tickets. I can't stop, dude. I honestly can't stop. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this week's edition of Stool Scenes. If you don't know what SeatGeek is somehow, or you've been living under a rock or living in Bandera, Texas, it's a ticket app. You take all the tickets, put them in one place. They got grades on them. You can go around the stadium, look. It's actually really fun. We got second half of MLB coming up. We got Cardinals rising up. We got the Cubs crashing down. I'm so here for it. Wrigley Field, tears everywhere. You can watch it all from the seats. Watch it live. You got to be there. Promo code SCENES for $20 off. That's SCENES. I can spell. $20 off. Let's get into it. Stool Scenes 24. Wow, guys, what a week we had here. This was something.
Tuesday was 24.
That was part one.
Oh, wow.
The first topic, we had Francis walk in, and he did not like being said that he had sex. And Robbie took it up with him.
I said congrats. I mean, he had sex.
That's so Robbie.
K. Marco about, he had some sex last night.
He made a big stink.
Him and K. Marco had this back and forth. I didn't hear a lot of it.
Yeah, they were like, why are you wearing the same clothes? And Francis was like,
Does everybody notice what everybody else wears every day?
I didn't notice.
he's wearing very distinct shorts. That's why
I didn't notice. They said he was wearing crazy shorts.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, congrats on the sex. And he went like this. He went, congrats on never having sex, you fucking 18-year-old blogger.
I don't think he said blogger though. I think he said fuck. Like he was an 18-year-old fuck.
Okay.
And then you said.
And I was like, we have the same job. And he was like, well, what does that mean? And I was like, I think it infuriates you that we have the same job. And he said, it doesn't, but we don't have the same job. I was like, no, but we both have the exact same job title. He was like, no, we don't. I'm a video guy. You're a blogger. He was like, I think in your contract, you signed a contract that says you're a blogger. He's like, well, that shouldn't matter. I classify myself differently. I was like,
I would say Robbie won the argument. I'm conceding. And then I turned around and I was like, congrats on not having sex, you 18-year-old fuck. Then his response to me saying that joke about him a virgin goes, you and I have exactly the same job.
I just know that would piss him off too. And
But how does that follow? I don't understand how that has anything to do with what we were talking
I
about.
just mean, you said that doesn't bother me, and then argued with me for 5 minutes that we did not have the same job.
But your response to me saying congrats on never having sex was, we have the same job. Which would make sense if we were prostitutes.
I guess it worked, but you're still talking about it.
But I don't understand how that has any bearing.
My eventual goal was to make you irritated,
I
which
don't
worked.
believe you because you said it so quickly that there's no way you would have thought that fast.
Got a quick brain.
Can I say something? So Robbie thought that Francis said you're an 18-year-old blogger. That's why you were
I
smiling.
didn't say that.
That's what you were.
I said fuck. It's like if you can't take it, don't dish it. Well, I don't fucking dish it.
Why did you take having sex as an insult?
No, I didn't take that. I said I never fuck.
So you walked in wearing the same shorts as yesterday. So he
I
made,
since changed shorts.
so he made a joke, congrats on the sex, because he didn't change. you kind of freaked out on, be like, you're an 18-year-old, you're never gonna have sex, you're a virgin. He came back with, well, I'm 18, but we have the same job. You said, we don't have the same job, basically, we do different things. He said, yes, we do. You said, you're gonna blow up the office. Is that pretty much how it went?
I think
This was scary.
That's not what happened at all.
Frankie was saying, let him
Oh,
talk.
here's Bob.
Let's go, Bob. Let's go.
All right, Bob, get on that mic. So we're at the point when he says you're an 18-year-old virgin. Fuck.
No, I said congrats on never having sex, you 18-year-old fuck.
And were you serious? Were you mad at this point?
Yeah, I think at this point I felt like I was getting piled on, and I'd only been in the office all of 30 seconds, and I didn't know the buzzsaw that I was walking into. But nothing that has been said so far. That's all like pretty like bantery barstooly
Little
shit.
locker room talk from the boys.
Yeah. And then Bob's. This is where I got confused, because I said, "Congrats on never having sex, you 18-year-old fuck." His immediate response to that was, "You and I have the exact same job." You didn't say anything. Those were the words, and I literally was like, "What does that have to do with anything?"
Well, it's because of the 18-year-old thing, right?
It's kind of the 18. I thought he said blogger though.
See,
For some reason, I thought he said blogger, but it is all like the 18-year-old thing plays in a factor too, and it was just Francis lashed out at me, so I said, how can I get Francis irritated? And it's bringing up the fact that he went to Harvard, I went to Bergen Community College, we have the same job. I think that
None of that was.
Bob's a terror.
Wait a second.
You gotta be careful, because Bob will
amount of
figure 4 mental.
But to me, that speaks to more insecurity on his part, because I hadn't gone to age or job or anything like that.
Well, you
No,
did.
you
You
went
said
age.
18
Went
year
age
old.
right away.
As a result of, it was a sex joke. It had nothing to do with the quality of your work or your standing here at Barstool. You opened a door that like I was not even venturing down. I had never mentioned anything about school or job ability or the fact that you and I have the same job, which
You're
is
saying
why
it doesn't irritate you.
that you and I have the same job. Not at all.
So why did you argue with me that we most certainly did not have the same job?
Well, if you noticed, right after you said that, I said, what? What does that have to do with anything? And then after we paused, everything like settled down, and then I was like, once the like thing calmed down, I looked at you and I was like, we don't have the same job. And you said, yes, we do. And I said, no, I'm a video guy and you're a blogger.
I would say, if you asked me, I'd say same jobs. I would say.
Okay, I mean
closer,
it's
same
semantics,
jobs.
but it wasn't a it wasn't like I'm
Contest,
better
yeah.
than you.
Right.
It was simply like we focus on different things.
Last part of this, and then you threatened the bomb joke.
I said,
Joke,
yeah, some days I
bomb.
come in here and I just want to blow this place up.
Right now.
With a bomb.
If you actually thought that I was going to bring in a bomb into the office, then how could you possibly keep me employed?
It would be content. I would imagine walking in with like a cartoon-looking bomb. That would keep people on their toes. Bob will see how much shit you talk then. Watch out, he's on edge.
Oh, I mean,
No,
I talked to him about it earlier. Don't tell him that don't tell Francis he had sex on him. Big time problem. Big time problem.
No, I want to talk about how I'm Carabas's dad.
What does that mean?
So Carabas,
Let's go. Let's ride.
Jared
it.
Carabas, a Red Sox blogger, and baseball guy, is moving to New York. And I don't think many bosses would do this, but he called me up. He's like, can you be a guarantor on my lease? I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, I need somebody who will pay my lease if I can't make
What's
it.
the name of the term? Guarantor?
Guarantor. Basically, I'm his
You gotta
dad.
make like 80 times the rent.
Yeah, he's like, you got to make 80 times the rent. So I'm basically being his like dad. I got to talk to like his landlord and shit, and like sign for Carabas.
What do you, so why do you have a good relationship with him? Like you're vouching for him.
Yeah, I
If
didn't
he
want to.
fucks up the apartment, it's on you.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
So why are you doing that?
I don't know. It's like all these guys out there are my children.
I mean, I do what I gotta do. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get to New York, trying to be a good employee. You know, I get told to come here, so I come here, and I do whatever I have to do to get here. So that's just company guy. Just doing my job.
I've always, if I did have kids, I'd want them to be like your age to start. I wouldn't want to deal with all the like young bullshit like Vipers and like shit like that. So I just have a grown child. I don't hate it.
Sounds like that may have happened.
Win-win.
Right.
I mean, like that's all it takes is just signing permission slips.
It was a lot of permission slips. It's like me and you. We share our roommates.
We had Mike the Bike. I mean, the guy got the short end of the stick this week. He's axed.
That's not a bike. We finally got a stereotypical Asian to fill that role in Game Time.
Good to know Game Time still exists.
And I wanted to start with you. I tried to talk to you. So Mike the Bike has officially resigned from Young and Happy.
Wow.
Like he's like, I can't do it. I'll leave. Like he hates Buddha Ben. So I said, can he work for us? Yeah.
I want him.
Because I'm like, what would you do? Where would you go? He had no answers. He's just like, I can't. He's like, I mean, he showed me a text exchange from Buddha Ben. Like Buddha Ben's
Power tripping?
to say the least.
You guys have to be careful because like Mike the Bike might have thin skin as well. You know what I mean? Like he's just a complainer.
The email, the text exchange, there's not thin skin. It's Buddha Ben like out of control.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm just not seeing that side of it. But it's just a lot of days like Mike's just
I could see that. Maybe that's the case, but he was shaking when he talked to me. The Bike.
But as advice to you, I'm telling you, like, it obviously doesn't affect me. I'm just saying it might not be the type of guy you want.
Frank, that's why I wasn't going to talk to
I
Frank.
think that he would
Frank
do
wants the Bike.
actual good. Like I think he does good cartoons.
All right.
He also
That's actually
respects
what
the
he
hell
said to
out of
me.
you.
That's what he said he wanted to do. He's like he just gets stomped on by Buddha Ben.
He wasn't into us. He's into you, and he's into Big Cat. So it was a bad read by us, but
But at the same time, it's like he's different. He has like a different personalities from a different place. Like he has.
Like, I don't think we kick him out of Barstool yet.
no, I don't think so. But if he resigned from Young and Happy, what I was saying is that if you guys need a cartoon guy for your thing, you're probably gonna want him long term, right? Or you just want him for summer?
I'll see how he's. I really know
there's like
nothing
5
about
weeks left in
him
the
outside
My
of.
side is just like if he's gonna be here, you might as well use him for something.
Yo, Mike. Yo, Mike.
Yo.
You're good.
Yo, Mike. You're done. Hey, you're off Young and Happy. Fired. Mike the Bike's fired from Young and Happy. Official group decision. Good news, I hired him.
You hired him?
Yeah.
Wow. Or signing trade or an acquisition?
You now do whatever Frankie says.
You're my guy.
Let's go, buddy.
We got you now, Mike.
Oh, I don't know.
A formal announcement that you'll be coming over to the GoPress Go side.
Smitty.
Mike the Bike. We want to entice you with a better offer at Barstool Game Time.
Dave.
Wow, he always wanted to be a game time guy. He always wanted to be a game time guy. That was his pitch.
I actually could see that, but
He tried to pitch that to us.
Well, it's about the team, the team, the team.
we got no Buddha Bens over here.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we can be amicable about the situation.
Big guy kind of locked up in the game time.
Oh, I want a handshake with you first. Okay.
So what's the agreement?
Mike,
The agreement is that he goes home at night and go Frisco guy, but when he comes to work, he can float around. I'm free. Free.
From the top rope, you can do our social media. Mike.
Whoa.
Mike.
It's already handled
It's like
social media.
It's like people fighting over who can get cancer. You know what I mean?
He's
a Go Press Go Barstool.
And asked if he could, and we said fine. And we talked, and so I
Give him a
don't.
better offer, but we're going to be amicable.
Yeah.
Be able to shoot.
I said it's not gonna be like Young and Happy where like
once a week and like social media and helping out. You
if
know?
someone comes up to him and asks him for a video, he can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Same time, big press.
Look at these. Look at the Young and Happy crew.
We need an intern.
Old and desolate.
Young and grumpy. You showed me the text. Buddha Ben. Stop.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why they call him Rudolph.
But he's stewing on the inside. Yeah. We got some fucking power cakes right here. And then Buddha Ben's like, well, do we have an intern? It's like, maybe you should have thought about that before you basically
Brutalize your
Yeah. Everyone's pro bike, not Buddha Ben, but who knows what goes on. Neither of them want any action. Come on, you're with us now.
Come on, yeah.
Well, Buddha won't, but Bike will.
Come on.
Come on, Bike.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, he's got Buddha. Buddha thinks you can intimidate him from the side. We're happy now that he's gone?
I think we're both happy.
Okay, so then it's all been
Happy
happy.
when we check the tapes. It started as a very great relationship at first, and it's just developed into something that never should have.
You also, you're hard on. You were hard on Mike. You like didn't let her eat sometimes.
Working hard with me.
I offered to buy him lunch once, and Buddha was like, "No, you can't do that."
He didn't.
He I'm free. See,
He's free from working hard. That's great.
A lot of video game time coming up. No.
No. All right, give us a boom room. Take us out of the room.
Vroom.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Big moment for Barstool as Dave made his late night TV debut on Seth Meyers. We go behind the scenes, and boy, what a night.
Some say break your leg literally, but he broke his fucking ankle. Here, touch. Why don't you use this when you're doing Rock your buddy.
It shouldn't take very long. The kitchen is just a countertop. Exactly. And then there's one bathroom and a wall.
Rubber works in that out. It's crazy. All right, what do you think?
I mean, it's crazy. The craziest thing is the security. Like having our own security. Like, I didn't even know what they were there for, but it was like very funny. Especially when we wanted to walk down there. And they're like, oh, we'll walk with you. It's like, oh, okay.
I mean, I know I used to work in the restaurant business, but I'm very picky when it comes to my bottle openers, and I just can't do this one. I don't know. I know I don't want to like cause a scene inside. It's not coming out. It ain't coming out.
This shirt seems huge. For a medium? Thank you.
You're welcome. Do these pizza places know they're going to be like on Seth Meyers tonight?
No.
That's fine.
They don't even know these ones.
Right.
We should have done Danino's. That guy like loves us, but I don't even know what that
I was
is.
going to say, did you pick it based on like people that you
I
like?
picked my favorite.
Okay.
The one that's in Penn Station is kind of like famous because everyone grabs a slice of
Right.
huge 30s, and then like fancy pizza that's close to here. That's good, but it's like a fancy pizza. It's like a margarita style.
Yeah,
A
that's what I'm
delicate
saying.
journey of mystery and desire.
You're going to say that later.
Delicate journey of mystery and desire.
Did you see the mug? I feel like the mug is a big time desk mug.
Whoa. Yeah, bakery, cookies.
Just chocolates?
Cookies and like pastries.
You saw your name on the door, right?
Oh yeah, took a picture of that.
Good
Yeah,
desk mug.
it should say, I'm gonna like spray paint like guest on it. Like, can anybody kind of go buy this in the gift shop?
Yeah. Well, you have to buy it.
Yeah,
You
but
have to
it's
buy
like,
it.
there should be
There should be a status.
something that you only like
get in
if
here,
you're
yeah.
gonna be on the guest.
Like,
Where did you grow up? Where was your?
North Shore, Swampscott.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, my mom's from Marblehead.
Yeah, I knew that. But
Okay,
you're a
gotcha.
Steeler fan, right?
Yeah. My dad was
tough.
overwhelming. It is tough. I wish. Look, I was there and I couldn't grab it. I
It's
would have
like a
been a lot
waste.
happier. It is a waste.
It's a total
I mean, don't get me
waste.
wrong. It's their second. I would say they're the second most interesting team to be a fan of the last decade or so.
Colts maybe, but then a little bit. They're
But
down
the
now.
Colts have too many heartbreaking losses to the
That's
Patriots.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. You say all those. Yeah, Steelers never beat them either.
No.
Maybe we're not.
The weirdest thing about last year was realizing that they'd only played Brady once in the playoffs. Roethlisberger had, in like his rookie season in 2004. Despite the Steelers and the Patriots being that good, they always
Do you
kind
remember the Fog Bowl game?
Yeah.
That was pre-Brady. I
that was
actually
pre-
I went to that game. Now you couldn't see anything.
Was that like the
Parcells.
6-0 or?
No, it was a little more. It was
Okay.
Curtis Martin, Bill Parcells.
Gotcha.
I think it was
You
Drew
guys
Bledsoe.
won.
Oh yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was at 01, which was the first Brady one, was Cordell. But that game at Heinz Field when Brady went out, Bledsoe came in, and Brady came back in. That was one of the worst things.
You guys were the number one seed that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won the Super. That was the year we beat the Rams.
Yeah, it was the first one. It was the beginning of this awful.
Start.
And I can't believe it's still going.
I know.
Can't believe it's still
It's
going.
no one in sight, even though it's like 50.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
at least it
Thanks for
was
being here, man.
No, I'm
I'll see you out there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
for sure.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
I was hoping I would be taller.
oh, he's so much taller.
I know.
And skinnier too.
Very
Big security.
tall.
It's our guard, and then Queen Latifah's, and you have a picture just Queen Latifah's guard versus our guard. It's just Jazz versus that guy.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Afraid to even ask.
I don't want to get beat up.
You're staring at it.
Couple more things in this sign. Can I overview?
My list is just the top.
Hate list.
You know what I forgot on it? The boom off guy. I've added him.
This is amazing. KFC your KFC 2.0 stuff is hilarious.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Did you really not know he was named? Like no one knew he was really naming KFC.
I didn't even put together at first.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Jill,
Dave?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Any allergies or sensitivities?
Nope.
Good.
I try to get a little bit of glow every day.
In advance for your enthusiasm, and I'll see you in just under 60 seconds. Let's have a great time.
You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.
Just like pasta.
Remember face and then
No, that was
oh my
a wild
gosh,
one.
and
No.
the Capri Sun junkie
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the high and dirty lady.
Yeah.
Oh my
I love it.
gosh.
I love it.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. So
Appreciate it.
we love it.
Appreciate it.
I'm like everybody knows the rules.
Oh, yeah, it is cool. We're gonna see. I don't know if Seth knows yet. We're gonna figure that out on the fly.
All right. Go get 'em.
Nice.
Good luck, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, we're gonna go with posture.
Good Dave.
One, two, three, four, five.
Okay, here we go.
One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
You're taking so many other bites. By the way, you do this on your videos. Your videos, you say one bite and you eat the whole pizza.
Smart guy stuff. You
Smart guy. There you go.
In the comedy business, that's like a shtick.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a shtick. It's an observation.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
I give that a 6.5.
See, for this one, I've had this before too. This is like a 5.8, but it's the temperature. Pizza Arte, by the way, they have art. It's like a whole experience. It's pretty good pizza.
Wow.
Cold hurts it a little bit. No, everyone's saying I did great, but it's like what I said to you, young Paige. It's like, I mean, that's what I'm going to say. You did terrible. It's like every time I've done everything, you've been this terrible. They're like, you did great. I'll tell you, my dad's who I always, after he watches it, he'll always be like, that stunk or that's good. He's very trustworthy with that shit.
Office manager Brett got into deep water with Dave this week when Dave told him to fire the talent agency, and he had other plans.
I wish he drowned.
I know in this whole conversation, like she was there too. Like, yeah, we're firing them. They're fired. Like that was set. Like Frank, you heard the whole thing, right?
And GSE is a talent booking agency?
Yes.
Got it.
They're not doing a good job for what we hired them for. We're firing them. Everyone's like, yep, they're fired. They're done. They're already and then they come in and they have a full day of interview. It's like, why didn't you tell Dave he was too busy? It's like, huh? So you know you're the office manager, right?
Yes, absolutely, Dave. But there was so much lined up with that I thought it wasn't worth the cutting it off when we had the Gordon Hayward thing lined up. We had a bunch of other names lined up, and to do pizza stuff is lined up in the future, and I just didn't want to axe it with being like, hey,
But you have
we're
to.
done.
You,
I understand. I do
it's
understand.
whether
I do
you're
understand.
right or wrong. It's insane that you're being like, I didn't think. Like, don't think. I told you to do something.
I mean, if you want to fire him,
I already fired him.
No, I know. If that's what you want to do, I can send an email right this second.
I'll talk to Erica. I mean, I don't know what else you're talking about. The Gordon Hayward thing, I don't care that much about. It sounds like Gordon Hayward's thing was through his fucking agent.
No, it's through them, but it sounded like I thought that was huge for you.
It'd be a good thing to go, but nothing's huge. Nothing's
Okay.
like, oh, I'm not gonna fire somebody who fucking. Like, we've had them forever. I reach out to people say yes. What's GSE? They want to get me fucking people I've never heard of. This is why we fired them. How long have we had them?
3 months as of July.
What have they gotten for pizza reviews?
Patterson and
Cordell Patterson.
Barstool Sports Radio.
This is a huge thing. The talent that we're bringing in, offering myself for everybody here is a huge fucking thing. And you're the only one making these decisions?
I'm not the only. No, I don't make any decisions. I go.
Let's
Caleb.
clarify that. You very much have clarified that you do make decisions.
I go to everybody, including you. I go to you. I go to Cole. I go to the Young and Happy guys. I go to Pardon My Take. I said, hey, these guys have this guy, this guy, this guy. These 3 dates. Are you interested in any of them? Somebody comes back with me. Okay, yeah, like that. So all I am is the middleman. And
no, that right. I get that. On that side, I get
Yeah.
it. But like when we want to switch talent agencies, you seem to be the guy who decides what talent agency we use.
I think I have a part in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong.
Okay.
Like, and I mean, I literally, since in 3 months with me, however you want to argue it, say one of the top 3 guys that the company personality-wise, top 4, whatever you want to put it, I've gotten Cordell Patterson. 3 months.
Good receiver.
R.I.P. Mike the Bike. Said R.I.P. Mike the Bike. I didn't want to have to do this, Mike. But you made me have to do this, Mike.
Mike, thoughts on this?
Mike,
That's electricity. Right
Mike, he
there.
asked you a question.
Caleb was good. Rowan was really good. But fuck Buddha Ben. You know what? I think everyone's happy. I thought Caleb did a great job on the diss track. I did. Rowan, of course, did a great job. Bitter Ben, not so much.
Oh, all right. So Bitter Ben, let's play Bitter Ben's lines here. So you don't think he did well? Let's let people decide.
Guy's breathing in and out.
Stool Scenes episode 24. What a week.
Some people break their legs. Some people say to break their legs is good luck. Dave broke his ankle. Good luck. How's that?
Nailed it.